When people hear the term alpha, they usually think of a person who seems to be at the top of the pack in the genders. An alpha man or a woman may refer to an extremely masculine or feminine person who takes on leadership roles and such. Oh, did that thinking change abruptly over these past 2 years? Now, when we think of alpha or beta, we think of the coronavirus variants. Hello there, this is Bavariant, and today we will be talking about, you guessed it, the different coronavirus variants. Let's go over the virus 101 first. In order to spread, a virus needs to infect a host to replicate and produce copies of itself. When replicating, a virus doesn't always copy its exact sequence. It may slightly differ. The changes in the viral genetic sequence during this process is called mutation. The viruses always change via mutation, and the new ones are now what we call variants. Variants may differ by one or multiple mutations. Basically, every time a virus replicates, errors occur in its genetic material. This is normal and how variants arise. Usually the changes either have no impact or are harmful to the virus. But once in a while, changes give the virus an advantage. This is what happened with the SARS-CoV-2 variants of concern. The new variant that has a different functional properties to the original virus and affects the population. It is called as the new strain of the virus. To keep it short, all strains are variants, but not all variants are strains. Let's talk about each variant. First up, the Alpha variant was detected in late 2020 by experts from Southern England. The experts recognized the gene mutations in their people with COVID-19 cases. The variant has been detected not only in England but in other countries including the US. Scientists estimate that the said mutation can make the virus up to 70% more transmissible. Moving on to the next. The Beta variant was found in South Africa in the late 2022. People who are infected with this variant are more likely to need critical care. According to Callaway, people infected with Beta were 25% more likely than those with Alpha to develop severe disease and around 50% more likely to require critical care, as well as 57% more likely to die. Whew. Third on our list is the Gamma variant. It was first found in Brazil in January 2021 when experts spotted this COVID-19 variant in Brazilians who traveled to Japan. The Gamma variant is more infectious than the named variants before. People who have already had COVID-19 are possible to be infected with this variant. A lab study shows that Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine can neutralize the fast-spreading Brazil strain, but more research is still needed. Next up, the Delta is a highly infectious SARS-CoV-2 variant. It was spotted in India in December 2020. Delta is more than twice infectious than the previous strains. It caused a huge surge in cases in mid-April 2021 in a lot of countries such as the US, UK, Australia, and many more. Lastly, or perhaps most recently, we have the Omicron variant. First reported on November 24, 2021, the Omicron variant is anticipated to spread more quickly than the original SARS-CoV-2 virus. But how quickly the Omicron spreads in comparison to Delta is still unknown. You might be wondering, how does this affect our vaccines? The current vaccines that we have are expected to still give us the protection that we need. Breakthrough infections are more likely to arise in patients who have been fully vaccinated. Vaccines against other variants, such as Delta, have been proven to be helpful in reducing severe disease, hospitalizations, and death. The new appearance of Omicron highlights the significance of immunization and boosters even more. For Pfizer and BioNTech, their preliminary studies show that full vaccination provides sufficient protection against this new variant. However, the Omicron variants move faster, which is why it's such a huge threat. Virologist Penny Moore says that we're likely to see reduced effectiveness of vaccines against preventing infection. So what can you do? Get vaccinated if you haven't already. Wear your masks properly. I mean PROPERLY, properly. That thing is meant to cover your entire mouth and nose, but some of y'all are naughty. I see you. Man, I see you's where you'll go if you're a baddie. Wash your hands, drink vitamins, and avoid crowded places. I mean, you know the drill. It's just that you have to actually follow that drill. That's all. See you in the next video. Bye!